What's going on, guys? Taylor here from a guy that reviews stuff, and today I have the Samsung LED wallet cover for the Galaxy Note 9. Now this is not your average folio type case. What makes this case so special is it actually has LEDs built into the front of the case to give you information such as the time, missed notifications, and you can even answer phone calls, all with the case being completely shut, protecting the screen of your phone. So this is an official Samsung case, so it retails for $64.99. It comes in black, ocean blue, lavender purple. You could purchase this at Samsung.com, Best Buy, or any other locations that authorize to sell Samsung products, Amazon as well. It has a built-in credit card pocket, so you can put your credit cards, driver's license, bus passes, forms of ID. However, note that you can only put one piece or one card in the slot at a time. You can't put multiple cards. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick unboxing. I'm going to show you how to install the phone in the case. I'm going to give you a rundown of what the phone looks like in the case, and then we're going to go over some of the features and how everything works. So of course you have your official Samsung case, and it says on the back you can view and receive LED notifications for alarms, incoming calls, so you can swipe left and right like Tinder to answer phone calls or reject phone calls. Incoming and unread messages, you can display the battery percentage, and you have music controls, so you can skip and rewind music. You can respond to incoming calls or alarms by swiping left or right. You can designate specific LED caller ID icons. So that's another thing I'm going to touch on later on. You, of course, like I said, you could store with the card pocket, and the phone will automatically sleep when the cover is closed and wakes when the cover is opened. If you have always on display on your phone, then this case will of course disable that setting. So we're going to get it open. So you're greeted with the case itself. Let's see if it will focus. There we go. So it has this little plastic ring around it, and your little information. And then you're greeted with the inside of the case itself. And the case is a fabric type case. It's not a smooth case, and it has a mixture. Let's see if I can get zoomed in. It almost has different colors built into it. If the camera will focus on it, you can see it has like purple, different shades of blue, lighter shades of purple. So it's all mixed. It's a mixture of different tones of blue and purple and everything. Your trim pieces are going to be blue that match the blue, ocean blue Note 9. And you can see the top, you have the cutouts. It's a soft, the outside is a thick, hard plastic. However, the lip right here is a soft, rubbery style plastic. You have little icons for your volume up, volume down, and of course the Bixby button that everyone loves. And you have a nice cutout for the bottom for your USB-C, headphone jack, and S Pen. Inside of the case we have the credit card pocket, and as you can see, it's a very tight fit, so you can only fit one card, maybe if you're lucky 2 cards, but remember, if you fit more than one card in there, you're going to stretch that pocket out. So if you only put one card in the future, it's not going to be very secure at all. And the inside is, let's see, we're having focusing problems. There we go. The inside of the case is a fabric, so your phone's nice and protected, and then the inside is a harder plastic, so it grips the phone, but you're not going to scratch it or anything. And then of course it's branded the Galaxy Note 9 on the bottom there. Alright, so we're going to go and put the Note 9 in the case. Alright, so basically to put the phone in, you just I think you need to slide it in up from the top first, and then push down, and there you go. And you can actually see the LED notifications pop up, 8:22. Now apparently, from the research I have done, is it uses the NFC chip that the Note 9 has, and powers this case to have the display, because as you can see, it's a solid, there's no cutout, so it's not your phone display displaying it, it's actually the case itself. So you can see it's 8:23 p.m. and everything clicks through. You do have, when you push the buttons, it is padded, so you do have to push in. It's not a tactile click, you're actually pushing through the fabric, I should say. So that's something that you have to get used to, so you really have to mash volume up, volume down, Bixby. You have a cutout up here for your speaker for your phone, so that is completely cut through, because like I said, with the case closed, and I'm going to display that, or I'm going to demo that in a little bit, is you can answer and decline phone calls all right here through the case without even having to open it. You have a nice cutout for your power button. You have a nice cutout for your 3.5mm headphone jack, USB-C, your speaker grill. Now the S Pen is a tad bit hard to get out, because let me see if I can demo that. I have no nails, as you can see, and you really have to grab, oh well, I got it this time. So it is somewhat of a chore. You do have to come in at it from the left side. You cannot come at it from the right side, because of course the corner of the case is blocking it. And then your back gives you ample room to around the camera, around the fingerprint reader, and you have the lovely Samsung logo. Okay, so once you get the phone installed in the case, you will be greeted with a little notification on the top letting you know that you can actually go to the Samsung theming store and you can download a bunch of different types of themes that will go along with this case itself. Of course, I did not do that because I have my own theme already installed on the phone, but that's just something you guys can keep in mind. So you may get, when your first time you install the phone in the case, you should get a little pop-up notification letting you know how to edit the different icons and everything. If not, I'm going to show you how to. So you're going to go in your settings and you're going to go to advanced features, then you're going to go to accessories. And now when you go to accessories, you are now greeted with some new options here. Let me go in and let's zoom in. We get it. Okay, so you have automatic unlock, which as soon as you open the case, is the phone going to greet you and start looking for your irises, or do you want it to just completely ignore it? So if you open the case, you have to hit a button to turn the screen on for it to start looking for your face or your eyes if you do have iris unlocked. And then you also have LED icon editor. So you open that up, and this is an app that opens up. So let me zoom out. This is an app that pops up on your phone once you install the phone in the case. And you're greeted with all different types of pre-made icons, man, woman, boy, girl, smiley face, a slew of different icons or everything, what and so forth. You can also make your own icons. Now here is the biggest downside of this case. Now when someone calls you, it does not, the front of the case does not display mom, dad, sister, brother, grandma, grandpa. It displays, if you have the icon assigned to them, it will display the icon, then the phone number. However, if you don't have an icon assigned to, let's say if my sister tried to call me and I did not have an icon assigned to her, it's just going to display her phone number. That's it. It's not going to say sister. It's not going to say mom or dad. I don't know why Samsung did not implement this or why they can't do this. However, it's only going to display the phone number itself. So if you have frequent number people that call you, you better assign an LED icon. If you do not like the LED icons that Samsung has, you can go over here to custom, and then you can go in and assign yourself or make some custom icons yourself. And you can also do this for notifications. So you can see I sell on Etsy and eBay. So I made an ET and an EB. ET for Etsy, EB for eBay, and then you can also assign colors. So on the bottom of the notification, it will display a bunch of colors, or a color, I should say, a color bar, so you can quickly glance at it and see, all right, if I see yellow, I know it's an Etsy sale. If I see red, I know it's an eBay sale. And I drew a picture of a dick from my best friend over here, and I named it Dickhead. So anytime that he calls me or anything like that, I see a giant penis, I already know it's him. So I'm going to test it real quick. So I'm going to do a demo call. So you can see the case is closed and it's giving me the time. Now I'm going to take a phone. Now this number I'm going to use is a burner number, so you guys can call it all you want. It's not going to affect me at all. So, all right, we're going to call it, and you guys are going to see exactly what I mean. So you can see the phone call, swipe left, swipe right, and now it's just going to display the number. The phone's not ringing because I have it on vibrate, but you see the bottom, and that's green over here, so you can go and swipe right, and I just answered the phone call. So now when it starts ticking down and everything like that. However, once you have the phone call and you're answered it and you're talking on the phone, you can't end the phone call. You're gonna have to open it and then hang up. So once this is done and you answer the phone call, you have to go and open the folio case and hit the hang up button. I'm pretty sure that's just a security feature because the case may accidentally detect that you have the phone up to your ear. It doesn't hang up on you or anything like that. So that's a little bit of annoyance. So yeah, definitely if you're going to use this case, make sure all the frequent numbers that you use, especially your parents or anything like that, brothers, sisters, family members, people that you talk to the most, make sure you assign them a icon or know their phone number. Another gripe that I have about this case is, let me zoom out. All right, is when you're using this case, you fold it backwards. All right, not a big deal, but now your camera lens is blocked. So if you're gonna do it, if you need to take a picture, you have to open it up like a book. Still not a big deal. However, when you use the phone, so let's say if you're browsing the internet, reading news articles, you have it folded back like this, so it's one-handed. After you have this folded back after, let's say, I would say 5 minutes, give or take, and you're holding it and doing it, when you go and you close it back again, you see how it does not shut all the way? It wants to open itself back up. You can see it's not shutting all the way. I don't know, it eventually, after a while, and what I've learned to do is just set it upside down. After a while, it will fold itself back and sit flush with the phone. However, not all the time it'll do that, and if I'm not paying attention, it'll pop up and pop down, and I'm seeing my screen because the little magnet or whatever that's in here. So I'm just seeing this going on because it's bouncing up and down. So I'll see the phone flicker and I'll see the LED flicker. So that's a little bit of annoyance. However, overall, it's a good case. I do like it, especially for if you're in a business type atmosphere and anything like that. So if you want to, you can put your phone on the desk and you can actually monitor who's calling you or anything without the phone disrupting everyone around you, because of course when the phone call comes in, you're going to see the phone light up and everything. So this is a nice alternative for anyone that's in business use or anything like that. However, if you're rugged with the phones, so if you're let's say a construction worker, or if you're first responder or anything, military, firefighter, police or anything like that, this case is definitely not for you. You will break your phone. You will destroy this case. This case is a fabric, like I said, so it's going to attract dirt. So if you get dirt, it's going to get into the fabric strands and everything like that, and just basically ruin the case. If not, I haven't tested if this case is waterproof. I'm sure it's not, so I'm not sure how positive it is if once it gets wet, how well it's going to do. So overall, if you're in a business or a professional atmosphere and you're looking for a case, this is definitely for you. If not, then I would recommend finding a different type of case, because this will not last you that long. So overall, yeah, that's the video, guys. I appreciate it. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you could, hit the subscribe button. I hope you've noticed the lighting has improved. I bought some new studio lighting along with the microphone, so everything should look better theoretically. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll be sure to get back with you. Look forward to, I have a few more videos coming out. I'm going to be reviewing the Galaxy Watch whenever Samsung decides to release that, and so keep an eye on that. So guys, I appreciate watching, and I hope you have a great day. Again, this is Taylor from Guy That Reviews Stuff.